Man, welcome to Mad Dog's After Show. You're along for the ride with the Mad Dog and Cole, the Swedish swordsmith. Barrel.
Hey, you got to pick which one's better, Daytona or Nightona. Pick a side.
I decided to fly through the air and live in the sunlight and enjoy life as much as I could, and that's just what I'm doing.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure? Stay calm.
Man, always such an honor to start with those great words from the incredible Mr. Evil Knievel, living in the sunlight, flying through the air, and enjoying life. Isn't that right, man? I mean, we all just need to take a little time to enjoy life.
Yeah, due to this nice weather, it's the first time I've been able to live in the sunlight around here lately. So I'm very grateful for that and very grateful for our first responders that keep us safe when we're out there doing Lord knows what in the sunshine. And of course, it wouldn't be possible without the brave men and women of our military allow us to do this fun, silly show.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge shout out to all of our service people all around the world, and of course our veterans. Huge respect for our veterans, and a big heartfelt thank you to the families of those that gave all, the MIA and KIA. Man, thank you so much. While we're thanking people, we got to be sure and thank, of course, Kicker Performance Audio. You can find them online, kicker.com, on Instagram, at Kicker Audio, on Facebook, Kicker, every other Tuesday night live on their TV show, Kicker Unmasked Live, on their YouTube channel and their Facebook for all your ultra great 12-volt audio needs. Find them online, kicker.com. That's Kicker Performance Audio. Of course, Bomber Eyewear, Bomber Safety Eyewear, Bomber Floating Eyewear, and now, yes, you heard it here, Bomber Off-Road Goggles and Aqua Goggles.
Whoa.
Yes, even snow rated. That's right. Hit them up, bombereyewear.com, or on Instagram at Bomber Eyewear. Check out all their styles, over 40 types of frames, a couple of styles of goggles now. I don't even know how many kinds of lenses. You can get polarized, you can get safety, you can get amber, you can get clear with a hint, man. Or you can do what I do. Do the boogie bomb. The badass boogie bomb, Mad Dog style. That's a safety lens that's polarized. And today it's in the ultra smoke. Check them out, bombereyewear.com, on Instagram at Bomber Eyewear. Of course, Assault Industries, Assault UTV, Assault ATV, Assault the terrain with your premium off-road accessories for whatever you need for your UTV, ATV, side-by-side, anything you need. Hit them up. Assault Industries. That's at assaultind.com, assaultind.com, or on Instagram at assaultutv. Of course, the Premix podcast, our man Cole sharing his passion for all things desert racing through the lens of a camera, and available for your MC and announcer needs. To hook him up, you got to slide into his DMs over on Instagram at the Premix Podcast. That's the at symbol, ThePremixPodcast. Of course, Shutter and Whirl, taking care of all of our video editing, our audio editing, everything that Cole doesn't do while we're recording. Shutter and Whirl takes care of. Hit her up on Instagram at Shutter and Whirl for all your film and photo still needs, from portraits to TV commercials, everything from pre-production to post-production. Shutter and Whirl has you covered on Instagram at Shutter and Whirl. Of course, Hey Geeks Marketing, handling our website, MAddOG'SGarage.com. And of course, all of our social media templates. Man, I don't know where she also redid my business card, which will be here in a couple of weeks. So really stoked about that. She can do it all. She can build you a website. She can build you a social media campaign. She can build you a social media site, whatever you need. Hit up Keeks. Just yell, "Hey Keeks," or take the easy route. Find her online, heykeeks.com, or on Instagram at heykeeksmarketing. Man, we've had a lot going on and nothing going on. Let me tell you, uh, dude, I started, of course, a couple of weeks off. We recorded with the one and only Mitch Guthrie Jr., who actually blushes when I call him a media darling. So be sure and catch that in the previous episode. It's pretty funny, but it's true, man. Him and Seth by the end of Dakar really were uh I feel like media darlings. Like those two were in pretty much every hot clip that even Dakar had out. So they're really um building their reputations out there by being good, respectful humans and great racers. And I'm really proud of them. Man, it's crazy, to think those kids. I mean, they were spindly little kids. Now Seth's a foot taller. Mitch is probably 6 inches taller. They're both probably 100 pounds heavier. And they're competing in the equivalent of Formula One of off road in all over the world, and not just competing, but doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think they're out Abu Dhabi right now, and it'll probably be over by the time this airs. But I think they're what are they at about stage three?
Yeah, they finished stage 3 today. Yep. So results were posted as we record this about 4 hours ago.
Nice. And stage three was the first half of the marathon or the second half?
Oh man, I wasn't ready for a follow up. Let's
Oh,
see. Tomorrow
sorry.
resumes stage 4, a 300-kilometer long special stage, which will bring the crews back to the marathon encampment to the main bivouac. So yeah, that would mean it's the second part. Tomorrow is the second part of a marathon. So yes, you're right. Today was part 1.
Part one, yeah. So, and there again, you have the race organizers throwing that marathon in. Well, I guess it's not early in this one because Abu Dhabi, and just like
Yeah, it's
saying that,
short. Abu
Abu
Dhabi.
Dhabi, Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi. It's only 5 stages, I think, something like
Yeah, I
that.
think it's
So,
a prologue and 5,
yes,
but the
correct.
prologue counts for your start, but not the overall time. So jot
Right.
that down at home.
Yeah. And I think our boy, I think Mitchie was about 15th on stage one, and Seth was like third. Um, so they're coming out of the gun pretty strong, and those of you who say, well, why was Mitchie 15th? Well, you got to remember it's a brand new program. I don't think they've tested in Abu Dhabi yet, and it's huge, huge dunes. Um, and it's if you watch Mitchie's social media, it's sand, and more sand. So, um, and it's a brand new car.
Yeah.
This isn't a car or program that has been established like Seth's team has. Even though he's racing a brand new car, it's a well oiled established machine. So, um, that being said, I don't know where Mitchie finished in stage two. I think Seth was down in eighth. And then I thought I saw stage three results, like you said, about 4 hours ago. And Seth was back up to second, and Mitchie was up to eighth or seventh or something.
Yeah. So the stage result, Seth was second. Um, Mitch Guthrie was eighth. And
Eighth.
then, so overall standings after stage 3, as we record this, that puts Seth in fourth, which is great. And he's only 6 minutes down, 6 minutes and 7 seconds. So that's might as well be tied for second, if you want to call it that.
Right. Yep.
Now overall, I'm not sure where Mitch is at the moment overall, but I know he's kind of having to claw his way back.
Yeah, he mentioned in a I messaged him. He said they're just a couple of like just trying to get the hang of the dunes, and I think maybe some gearing or power issues.
Interesting.
Just I mean, there again, brand new program, right? So, um, and it's like he said last episode, it's like you can go test all you want, but then when you hit race day, you know, uh, it's a whole different story. And so, um, I'm not disappointed that they're not running. I mean, I'm disappointed they're not running first and second and battling it back and forth. But I do believe that's coming. They talk about these legends, in the T1 Plus class, uh, NASA, Carlos, Matthias, all these guys. Um, but they're up there battling with them all the time.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time, which is really freaking cool, you know?
Yeah, it's just nice. Obviously, nice to have Americans up there, but I
Right.
I think it's really cool as well to have Ford back out in the desert, and I hope that that program stays around a long time. But it's nice to see something. Toyota's great. We love Toyota. Awesome. Obviously, we're fully behind Seth, but just nice to have an American manufacturer sticking it
Yeah.
to those guys.
For sure, I agree. Up there running with them, and at some point, those two boys are going to be. Uh, I think people will be surprised, but they shouldn't be. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, they're coming out. Seth is in his sophomore season in a T1, and they used to talk about even NASCAR. They used to talk about the sophomore slump, right?
Hmm.
Where your second year in was never as good as your first year, and man, he's not suffering that sophomore slump for sure.
No, he's
Um,
been on the up and up.
yeah, for sure, and it's just exciting to watch. I'll be getting on a little later tonight, checking it out from uh, lovely Spark Hotel Las Vegas, brand new, still smells like fresh paint.
Wow.
Um, a micro room, but you know, it's a bed for an early flight tomorrow, which will put me in Jacksonville, Florida, just after 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, where I will begin to get after the trip down to Daytona Beach, and of course the Kicker Arenacross final round, championship round, if you will, um, where a champion has been awarded, but a champion will be crowned um, Friday night. That'll be over by the time we hit the airwaves, but I'm stoked to hopefully be a part of it. And congratulations to Vince Freese. I don't know who is going to end up in second or third. I think it's that close. I don't know who the top five are going to be. I really believe the points are that close, and Daytona was a big shaker last year. Um, so we'll see how all that runs out. Uh, but man, I'm excited to get back to Daytona.
Yeah. What a what a cool venue that was.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, they posted. I got a message actually a week or so ago asking, you know, what my opinion on changes to be made. And I saw they posted a poll or a questionnaire on social media the other day. They being the AMA Arena Cross Championship Series presented by Kicker Performance Audio. Um, and a huge shout out and thank you to Team Kicker for letting me be their guy on the ground. I mean, I feel bad for them that I'm the best they got, but
You just deal with what you're given, That was
trying to
me.
make trying to make lemons out of lemonades. No,
Oh
you're
man.
right. When
No,
you're right, you're right.
I'm going to cut you off here. Ryan Brees is in second with 305 points. Michael Hicks third, 292, and Austin Politelli in fourth with 282 points. And then it's quite a bit of a drop to our boy Kyle Bitterman in fifth at 175 points. So let's see if that fifth holds.
Yeah, he is coming back. He'll be back from
Good.
the Reno broken collarbone. And that's why he's got that big gap. He was right tight up there until he broke his collarbone in Reno and missed the second main. And then, of course, missed Prescott Valley, both mains. So um, he's down 3 races. So uh, I do think that it'll be a hell of a battle
Yeah.
between Brees, Politelli, and and uh, uh,
In Hicks.
Hicks. Yeah. So I think they asked me what they said. Last year is the same question that they put out to social media last year with that black sand and how much sand it was and whatnot. Made for a lot of drama. Like, what would you change? And I went with the standard Cole answer: add more sand.
More sand, more
Yeah,
expensive, more labor, more
yeah,
carnage.
yeah. Um, Dude, it's crazy. It's a test. It's not supposed to be easy.
I'm here for it.
I was listening to both the Seth and Mitchie episodes, about the spirit of Dakar, and it's not supposed to be easy. That's why everything is so tough. That's why they're doing things that they're doing, and it's pro racing. Um, it's not supposed to be easy. So I think there'll be some shakeup in that 2, 3, 4. I think KB is hopefully able to hold that fifth position. Um, but coming back from a broken collarbone, man, it's gonna be. And I heard he's going to try and make the night show at Supercross the next night.
That would be awesome.
So even to get out there, I mean, dude's got balls the size of concrete trucks.
That's fair. Yeah, it would be. That's kind of wild to come back from an injury like that and then try to do a doubleheader, and we'll call it two different sports, right?
Right.
So what I propose is that he goes the Ryan Sipes route, and then he also races GNCC on Sunday there in Florida. I think it's the right move for him.
On
If
a
you
quad.
No, I don't think that. No, that's not what I said, and I would like you to apologize. Quad.
That would
Sure.
be a true mix-up for
Quad would
sure.
be pretty cool, dude. Could
Yeah.
pass people, put on the blinkers, check the mirrors. All right, I'm done. But no,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Back to your point that it's so gnarly that he's going to try to do.
Yeah, it really is, and the dude's just badass, and you know, um, he'll be running the kicker branding this final race, so I'm stoked for that. And man, I'm straight from that, wrapping that up right into the season openers for American Flat Track. So, and I'm really excited. I mean, the short track, Daytona short track, it's right behind the legendary Daytona Speedway. If you go to Google Earth or Maps and look up Daytona Speedway, go to the satellite view, um, you will see the legendary Daytona short track right behind it. So it's just cool, man. It's like on top of there's racing and we're back at it with flat track.
Yeah,
It's just cool.
it is cool. No, I mean, it reminds me of like a Charlotte and Vegas as well, where I don't know, it just feels like you're part of something huge when you got the super speedway in the background. Definitely cool. And I think the riders like it. I don't know what you've heard, but I thought the TT they did at Daytona was pretty cool because you had to come off the asphalt and pray for the best. It was pretty exciting, but I think seems like the riders are more excited to go back to the well-groomed oval behind Daytona.
Yeah, I would like to see him. How cool would it be to do a short track in round one and a TT in round two?
Yeah, you of course I'm here for it, and we'll
Yeah.
We'll use the small oval, go up the stairs, drop down in turn one, do all of the road course, add some dirt somewhere else, and then come back.
Ooh, dude, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
We should be doing this for a living.
professional dreamers.
Yeah. It's called promoter.
No, that has liability.
Yeah, man. No, that would be really cool. And you know, I'm really looking forward to getting back into American flat track. And really, I have basically one day to get things transferred over from, Arenacross to flat track and get my head in the flat track game. And then I'm gonna do something completely, absolutely different that I have never done before, the Saturday after flat track in Daytona.
Okay. Little teaser. Let's go.
Yeah, so I am going to go to the Bagger National Sound Off.
Oh, that is new
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. So something I haven't done. I'm excited. I mean, there's going to be incredible audio, which I love incredible audio. I'm sure there'll be crappy audio too. Um, because a prince to one girl is a frog to another, right? So
Um, dude, when I think of, I need Kicker to cleanse my palate because when I think of Bagger Audio, there was a company at the Sandsport Super Show that was selling that, and I'm not disparaging their eagerness to be entrepreneurs, but when they started playing their Bagger sounds, I thought that there was going to be a switch for the after. Well, now how good is it? Um, yeah. So if you can get anything that'll stop rattling a bagger, make something that'll sound good over the noise, that's pretty impressive.
yeah, for sure. And I'm excited about it. It's at the Hard Rock Daytona Beach. So, I get to spend a day at the Hard Rock Daytona Beach and then of course, wrap up the Southeast tour, if you will, and head back home. So, I'm really excited about that stuff. I've been listening to our good friend Scotty Dubler's, lead up to the beginning of the season, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about several of the riders, and he always has a scoop. So, I got to ask him if he's going to. If he'll jump on next week with me when we record and give us some insight, maybe past Daytona, because it'll be over by the time it comes out. But Scotty's always good, and of course get to see Cameron. We had Cameron and Robbie on, um, and if I could slow Cameron down long enough, I would love to have him back on too. Just talk about some of the new stuff this year with American Flat Track because there's a lot of new stuff, whole new schedule, a lot more short tracks than they've ever had. Of course, you know, arguably, we'll see. I believe it's going to be some of the most exciting racing since Indian joined, um, because they have this year they have outlawed the race only bikes.
Yeah.
So that would be the Harley uh, XR 750 race only and the Indian TT 750 or T 750, whatever they called it. It was a race only bike. And, um, of course, as soon as they announced that, Indian took their toys and went home instead of putting together a production engine that could be competitive. But I think it opens the door for a lot of other brands um, and a lot of other opportunities. It's the first time, and I don't even know how long that the series isn't going to have in either premier class the Parts Unlimited singles presented by Kicker Audio, uh, no number one plate starting the
Interesting.
field. These Mission Foods Super Twins, no number one plate starting the field, um, uh, arguably great rider. Jared Mees retired, and good on him. Um, I think it was I personally, my personal opinion, it's my podcast, is it was a situation where he was on the full race Indian. And um, again, I think it was a situation I'm taking my toys and going home. I don't like the rules anymore.
Yeah,
So,
because he's retiring. Indians like, well, our guy's gone, so it's a
yeah.
constant feeding
Hmm.
problem.
Yeah. Now, that being said, if you haven't tuned into Off the Groove podcast with Scotty Dubler, you can find him on Instagram's the easiest way to get to him. At Off the Groove TV. It's really insightful if you have any interest in flat track. A lot of cool stuff. A
Yeah,
lot of cool
yeah,
stuff. And so I look forward to seeing Scotty, Cameron, all those guys, all the AFT team. Um, and of course, the new kicker Arenacross team that I've gotten to know that have become family this year. Uh, just a great bunch. Brandon, Chris, the track guys, Tokes, Scott, um, and of course Shannon. Takes care of branding, and I think I've talked multiple times about how good the branding looks this year, and so I'm super excited. And actually looking forward to next year. Um, with them and Jetworks and the whole group, and kicking ass and taking names. So, um, man, aside from that, last week I was so busy. I had the Podfather's Terex back for another subwoofer upgrade.
wow.
Yeah, so that was fun. Um, I enjoy doing that kind of stuff once in a while, it was cool. I had to build my own equipment to be able to machine the UHMW brackets that I was creating to help mount the woofer and all that stuff. So that was it's always good to like task that side of your brain. I can still read a tape measure and, slaying that dragon, using the router again to machine.
Your
Uh,
favorite.
yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I still get a case of the gut gurgles, but it's just a matter of dig in and get it done, right? So,
Yeah, everybody's
um,
got their tool.
yeah,
One
that's
of
it.
our famous friends of the show is deathly afraid of pile drivers, so I get it.
Okay. Yeah. Um, so yeah, man, I got that done. Delivered that down to Jim Monday, I think it was. And then I had some stuff I had to do for myself, a lot of office work, getting ready for, 11 days on the road and all that, a lot of podcast work. Um, and Thursday, I said, well, I'm going to run down to the Legacy Racing Parker Dam 500 contingency and, get some media and saw a bunch of friends. Did a horrible job of getting pictures of the race vehicles. Um, and there was so many cool race trucks too. And I did see, for the record, I did take some time and spend a little time thoroughly going over a trophy light.
Dude, those are so cool. I love them more
So
by the day. They're still talking about on Race Desert literally today. So,
yeah, and they're still they have that arrive and drive program. So
we should just
um,
call it the Arrive and Win program. That's what we're going with.
that's what I think we should do for sure.
Like, don't come in humble, just come in ready to win.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Go for the jugular.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
no clean passes. Not our
no,
car. Don't care.
no, no. Yeah, I'm home, dude. Can you imagine? Like, I don't know. We'll have to talk about that, right? About that. maybe that's something else for the 2026 program. It'd be cool to do something like that. And, maybe not Vegas to Reno, maybe a 500-mile race or a 400-mile race or something like that, um, where we could go half and half and switch seats halfway through. And don't worry, we'll get a booster seat for you.
Perfect.
Um,
I'll take the night too. How about that? Booster. That's awesome. No, I just got to break the hood clip fast and then I'll be able to see.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, but yeah, that's definitely something that's in the back of my mind. And after seeing one of the trucks, they're super cool. Um, so I was pretty stoked about that. Got to see my kid Mia Chapman, who
Oh,
was
cool.
back in a race car, for the first time this year. And she was running her naturally aspirated racing the NA class. Um, I did not get results, so I don't know how it worked out. But I did see her in contingency, and it was great to see her and hang out with her and her family. Um, and of course, saw the Podfather and did some media stuff with his trailer, which is full kickered out, and ended up coming home with a couple of the brand new, super hot Team Mia Chapman Red Bull Racing shirts,
Oh, cool.
crew shirts. So, which are now available for purchase um, at Misadventure. I think it's misadventures.com. But if you go to Misadventure Life on Instagram and click the link, it'll take you to the store. There's all kinds of the Jim Beaver Misadventures wear and now Mia Chapman wear available, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I did that Thursday. Um, Friday, Saturday down there in Havasu at the Riviera. Beautiful facility. I had to have a meeting down there anyways. Um, so they were having horsepower by the lake, and I went down there, and you know, I was pretty proud of myself because uh, I spent, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 hours down there checking out all the customs, rods, drag cars, uh, bikes, boats, and I did not take one picture of a 32 Ford.
Now, was there reasoning behind this? Is your data getting full, or were you just enjoying the moment?
No, I took I I think 120 pictures.
Oh, okay. So you were busy.
Yeah, but no 32 Fords
Uh,
because everybody's got them. It's like there's a 68 Camaro SS sitting there, right?
mm-hmm.
Very cool. Respect. It's
I'd
a
take
nice
one.
car. Right beside it is all original Grand National,
Oh, yeah.
or I'm sorry, Grand Prix R. Wasn't even a Buick; it was a Pontiac. It
Oh, wow.
was it Grand Prix RT or whatever it was?
Man, I don't even know. I'm going to look this up. Coming up blank.
Super rare. Um, and I'll tell you because I got a picture of it right here. Um, but guy still had the window sticker on it.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, he bought it as a family cruiser. They drive it every day. Uh, it was the Buick. Let's see. Oh, Regal T Coupe.
What in the world? Okay. Sorry to our listeners who are yelling at me for not knowing.
It's the Buick version of a Grand National.
Oh, yeah, we're there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. I'll take it. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually, the more I look at it.
yeah.
I'm still a sucker
So
for GNXs, obviously, but nice
right,
car. Nice car.
but there's it's there's just, you don't see those every day, right?
No,
So
people didn't predict them, and
yeah,
they're not a heavily modified vehicle. So
and right, and a lot of them, Grand Nationals and whatnot, everybody's putting bigger turbos, or you know, all of them have been touched, right? Or it
blowing them
seems
up.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And this one was just bone stock
That's awesome.
perfection. Um, Sidebar, was the first time in probably, I don't want to date myself, a long time, that I have seen two Henry J's at a hot rod show. And if you don't know what a Henry J is, just go look it up. But there was one done, it's like a street dragster, and there was one that was a full gasser.
Oh,
And
cool.
it was just sick. Really well done, and obviously being used. So that was extra cool. But I
Did they have the
shot,
stock looking front end and grill? They keep
oh
all
yeah,
that? All right, good.
yep,
Yep.
yep. Yeah, kept the entire stock body. Um, but it's just full on gasser, beam front end, the whole bit. Sick. Uh yeah, man. So there was a lot of cool, um, unusual cars there.
I like
So
that for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I shot all the unusual stuff, all the abnormal stuff. There was some trucks there. I mean, if I see an old, short wide Chevy, 70s short wide Chevy, I'm taking a picture of it. It's just, I'm sorry,
It's just happening.
it's happening. Um, but there was also like 20 32 Fords there.
Yeah.
And it's
So
like, meh, you
should have
know,
asked them and like, oh, are you security? Why are all you guys here? With the
yeah,
same
yeah, right.
uniform on. Super sidebar. Unfortunately, does not look like um, Mia Chapman finished, showing up as a
Uh,
DNF. But on the bright side of things, the one and only ATC finished at 4 hours and 11 minutes. So
wow,
David Ham from Buckeye, Arizona. Nice work.
way to go. ATC.
3 laps. Woo.
Dude, maybe we should, there's a three-wheeler class for Vegas to Reno.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah, no, I don't have any experience on a
Yeah or
250.
no?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, no is Californian for yeah. So
Okay. Sorry.
kind of like a Ontario Yasso. So do we run a 250R with a giant like IMS tank, or do we run the 4-stroke
Yeah.
350? Okay.
350X
Tiny
with a
pipe.
with a giant IMS tank and a giant oil cooler
Where do they put them?
out front under the front of the frame.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Yeah. I mean, the later 350Xs had a factory oil cooler mounted there. It just needs more. Like
Okay.
if you're going to whip on it for,
500
500
miles in
miles.
August.
But the positive side of the 350X is it's a 6-speed transmission.
Well, I was gonna ask, were the first ones 3 speeds or 5 speeds?
The 250R I think is a 5-speed,
Well, yeah, like what would the 350 be?
but the 350X was always a 6-speed.
Oh, okay,
The
gotcha.
200X was a 5-speed.
Huh.
So, um, yeah, I actually rode a 250R that had a CR500 conversion. Um, and it was frightening. I rode it in the dunes in Oregon. Uh, Stock swing arm.
Oh, I was gonna say better have a 3-foot swing arm on it.
Yeah, it
Stock.
wasn't.
Great.
And the 500 was built, but it wasn't. A friend of mine had bought it from someone, and it hadn't been done right, so it vibrated horribly. It was like horribly, like WHORRABLEE explanation point.
His hands go
Uh,
numb while you're sitting there idling, kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You like literally your hands and your feet would go numb in 10 minutes of riding. It was just miserably
Wow.
done, but it was cool as hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a gnarly, gnarly three-wheeler. I did have a 350X that was a little bit built at one point. Um, but it tried to kill me a couple times.
You had a throttle
And
tube on it, didn't you? Wasn't that
yeah,
one of the problems?
yeah, yeah. Well, it was a cool thing, right?
No,
Have a
I would do the same.
twist throttle,
Yeah.
which I would never do again on a three-wheeler unless it was a dragster.
Okay. The thumb is fine.
Yeah, the problem is when you get in a slide,
Oh, yeah.
especially
You're trying to hang on.
on a left-hander when you're in a full right lock slide, your wrist gets trapped against the tank on the throttle and you virtually no control of the throttle. Um, so it can create moments.
Just ready to kick it. Just jump from the back.
Yeah.
Send it off
Yeah.
into oblivion.
Yeah. I got caught on mine. I destroyed a almost brand new um, Team Green Axo composite X5 helmet right after Axo started bringing helmets into the U.S.
Damn.
It was thankfully it did exactly what it was supposed to do, but post post wreck and inspection of the helmet, it was spider cracked on one side and spider cracked all the way out. The whole chin bar was
Dude, that
spider cracked.
sucks. These helmets are so cool to get.
Yeah, I still have it.
Yeah. You don't get rid of them.
No, it was egged. It had egged so bad that it broke the epoxy loose on the inner shell, and the inner shell was loose.
Wow. Yikes.
But that being said,
You're still here.
I survived it.
Yeah.
I did have a concussion, but I mean, look at me. No, seriously. I was fine, a week or so later, I was fine. And I'm still here. It really, that I got caught up with it in a corner at high speed. Um, and it slid up a berm and caught a piece of cheatgrass with the right rear. And I don't know how many times it barrel rolled with me on it. Um, but I know when I finally got away from it and we stopped moving, after it pile drove my head into the ground, the bars were bent, clutch lever was broke off, brake lever was pushed all the way around. Um, one of the wheels was bent. I did get it back to camp, by the way,
Hey.
but yeah, so but yeah, no, those 350X is the way to go. I think it'd be nice to be able to like actually get some suspension out of it, but that would be a blast. But I got a feeling that we would have to tell a very tall tale to Lady D to get you on it in race trim.
Well, my head goes to their agricultural vehicles, right? So I had a friend that has one out in Nevada, and we were over 3 days going to try to get it going.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Boom, there it is.
dude, you're too good at this.
Hey, what? Wow, no, it's a good thing. While we're on topic, all right.
Yes.
So the three-wheeler that finished, 4
Yes.
hours 11 minutes. Guess your Quad Pro winner's time,
5:15.
dude. 4:39. So
Wow.
the three-wheelers reign supreme.
Dude was hauling ass. Damn.
We need to get
What was the bike time?
let's see. Over 30 Pro, that's not what we want. Hang with me here. 4 hours 9 minutes, but that was 4 laps.
Okay.
As opposed to 3 on the quad and
Right.
ATC.
Yeah, okay. Wow, gnarly.
Yeah, so
Gnarly.
Viking Swedish Nick, if you're listening, want to go win the Quad Pro class,
You
Legacy's the
got
way
it.
right now. You got it.
Yep. You got it. We support you 100%, dude. Um, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I did contingency down there anyways. And then, Saturday and, I did the horsepower at the lake Friday. Saturday and Sunday was the off-road expo, Havasu, which is run by my long time friend, Andy. Um, and I was going to go down because our good friend uh, Kuskazanaski, uh,
Klanichowski. Yep.
Klanichowski, was going to be there with ASA, and of course the incredible Casey Aircadero was going to be down there. He's the president of the ASA, and um, so I planned on going down for a couple hours and checking things out Saturday, and just saying hi to the guys and whatnot, and Eric Cadero got a hold of me Friday evening and had a case of the not feeling great with a sick toddler. And he was like, any chance you could help us out a little? And so, indeed, American Sand Association folks, ASA, I do not know their website right now, but I know Cole will look it up and get it to you. Um, it's a great cause. They've been winning battles. They're out there in the trenches fighting to keep riding areas open. And for those of you bike riders or that are listening that are like, oh, well, you know, I'm not a dooner, they're fighting for all the trails. And there's a lot of trails in crises right now, even in Arizona. I didn't
Wow.
realize that, but Maricopa County is more restricted and severe county overreach closing trails than California.
That's scary. Yeah. You guys are
Horrible.
supposed to be the hope
Yeah.
for us, you know?
Yeah. Now,
Yep. AmericanSandAssociation.org.
there you go. Um, membership's $25 a year. Hasn't gone up in the 10 years I've been a member. It's well worth it. Spend the money to fight to keep our trails and dunes open and open new areas.
Yeah.
Um, and it was a real eye opener. I went down and worked all day Saturday and a large portion of the day Sunday, um, late morning to close, which was an early close. Um, and we were able to secure a lot of raffle tickets. They've got a brand new Razor Pro R4
Yep.
that Polaris donated to the cause. Um, Pro Armor did a full Pro Built kit. And the thing is in flat, sexy orange,
Yeah.
bro.
It's like a orange and maroon on the door.
Yeah, it's
It's
sexy.
hard to describe. So just go look at it because
Yeah,
normally orange and maroon shouldn't work, but this is real classy looking.
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
and they're giving it away
Yep.
at Sand Sports Super Show. 1,000 tickets at $100 a ticket. So $100 gives you a 1 in 1,000 chance of winning a $50,000+ side by side. Way better than a casino. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was really cool. We were able to raise a lot of awareness in the Havasu area of critical areas in Arizona, and that's I'll step off my soapbox, but I would love for y'all to go join the ASA, American Sand Association.org. $25 a year. Uh, chicken feed for what they do for us. So definitely support them 100%. It was great to see uh, the Polish pilot. It was great to see Dave and spend some time with him. And, you know, it was good to see so many people down there, uh, guys from Assault and Simpson, uh, of course, Glenn Merchant that
Yeah.
was on here, I think episode 86 or something like that, was out there. Metal FX Mike was out there. And funny story about Andy that promotes it. Um, he sponsored me when I was racing quads back at Muzzy days
Wow. Hey.
because he owns Champa ride gear.
Oh,
And so we had some of those cold fall and winter races, and he just hooked me up with the full Champa gear. And dude, they make some great I still have a bunch of it because it's just so good. Uh, so that was rad.
it is
And,
rad.
you know, it was cool to see him, visit with him a little bit. And, man, just, you know, it felt good to give back a little,
For sure. Yeah.
so that was super cool. And then, it's like, okay, well, we got to get ready and, get on the road. And here we are on the road. So we got some big things coming. Um, man, I am so stoked for the next week and a half. And I know we'll have good guests next week, but I always love it when it's just you and I because um, we can say whatever we
I was
want.
gonna say that we can say bad things and it's not really a
Yeah,
big deal.
right. Exactly. Um, to our boys in Abu Dhabi, good luck. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep flying that flag and making us proud. Um, and of course, that goes for not just Seth and Mitchie, but also Mr. Ricky Brayback and what is it?
Skylar House
Skylar House. Yep. So,
and Mason
and
Klein.
Mason Klein. Yeah. He's riding the Cove.
Yeah. Cove
Is
Moto.
is he still riding a Cove?
Yeah. Yes. And I've done some independent research,
Okay.
and everybody who's on that program on the race side of things come from some major backgrounds in racing, and they're all passionate about racing. So um, hold your judgments on it because they're trying.
Yeah, well, I know they've done, according to him, they've done a great job with the chassis. They just had in Dakar 2 years in a row. They've had some engine struggles,
Yeah.
and um, a lot of times when you're in a development program or you're testing, uh, engine struggles are not uncommon.
Yeah.
It's a shame it happened on the big stage 2 years in a row. But that being said, he swears by the bike. I'm jury's out. I'll wait
Yeah.
and see. Um, I do think by next year it wouldn't surprise me to see a CF Moto in the mix.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah, and I I thought about that. Actually, contacted somebody I know at CF Moto about their 450 um, for the uh, singles, AFT singles presented by Kicker. But guess what?
Not homologated.
No, Apex 450 is a two-cylinder 450, parallel twin
Oh,
450.
that's fun. That's
Yeah.
different. Yeah. So that's why it wouldn't work in the singles class, I'd say.
Yes. Yeah. So, but that being said, they did not rule out the possibility we may see a CF Moto 800 or 850 in the Super Twins
That'd
class.
be pretty cool.
It would be. It would be, especially this year. This is a year for all these brands that have been scared to dip their toes back in or get involved. This year, next year. It's a great opportunity um, because it's all production based engines.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Pretty
everybody,
pretty good playing field, you know.
yeah, CF Moto, um, Husqvarna, I think, is making a big twin now, which is probably a KTM, which is probably made by CF Moto, but you know, I mean, um, but all that being said, um, it's exciting times, it'd
Yeah.
be cool to see some more brands. Honda is committed. Of course, Yamaha is committed. I would love to see Kawasaki get back in. And I don't, in talking to my sources, I don't think it's completely out of the realm of possibilities,
Okay.
you know? Um, and I mean, Cowie has some big championships with Brian Smith. So, who's a great guy, by the way.
Yeah.
And
He was my favorite.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
tell
No.
I'll tell him that. I'll see him next week. We're gonna hang out.
I mean, are
So,
you see, Destry Abbott, Kawasaki,
right?
Brian? Are you making,
Yep, absolutely. And you know, um, he does a lot of the track, ensuring the track is good now.
okay. So like we'll call it rider safety, what
Yeah,
ambassador.
track track surface coordinator. I don't
All
know,
right. That's
but
good.
no, he's an incredibly cool dude, and I love the fact that he consistently rips on Jared Meese on his social media. So
Yeah. Keep,
I
keep the punk in line.
yeah, I thoroughly enjoy that.
That's
He
funny.
actually calls him 9 time.
Oh, jab, jab.
Yeah. Yeah, because the first one was a production twins, not a super twins championship. So um
That's
he
funny.
is a 10 time champion.
Just not, whatever.
Yeah,
Moving on.
moving on. But anyways, I think it's funny. So yeah, man. Other than that, dude, I just want to huge thank you to our great partners and sponsors, Kicker Performance Audio, all of your 12-volt audio needs, the the benchmark in 12-volt audio, whether it be your car, your boat, your side by side, your bike, your biker, um, you know, whatever you got, Kicker has you covered. Kicker.com or on Instagram at Kicker Audio, Facebook Kicker, every other Tuesday night live, 7:30 Central, Kicker Unmasked Live on their TV show on Facebook and YouTube. Of course, Bomber Eyewear, Bomber Safety Eyewear, where it all started. Bomber Floating Eyewear. Why? Because their founder is a 7 time world jet ski champion, folks. He knows how to make glasses come off in the water, so he should know how to find them. That's right, they float. BomberEyewear.com. And now, moto and snow goggles available. Find them online, BomberEyewear.com. Of course, on Instagram at BomberEyewear. Assault UTV for all your premium off road accessory needs for your UTV, side by side, ATV, your anything off road. Plus, they have some bitchin' tool sets, all kinds of cool accessories. Check them out. Assault Industries. That's assaultind.com, assaultend.com, like industries, or on Instagram at Assault UTV. The Premix Podcast. Cole's sharing his love for all things desert racing through the lens of a camera. You can slide into his DMs over on Instagram at the Premix Podcast, all one word. He also loves to share that beautiful voice and cynical attitude
Oh my
with everybody. And man, it's worth getting him booked to announce your event, uh, bar mitzvah, whatever you want. You want to have fun, hire Cole. You slide into his DMs on Instagram, the at symbol ThePremixPodcast. Hit him up. Of course, Shutter and Whirl, man, for all your video production still photos, portraits, whatever you need, all the way from pre-production to post-production. Find her on Instagram at Shutter and Whirl, and you can click the link to her website from the Instagram. Of course, Hey Geeks Marketing for all your website, social media needs. Doesn't matter what you need, yell, Hey Geeks. Or you find her online, heygeeks.com, or on Instagram at Hey Geeks Marketing. Man, Cole, what else you got?
Man, normally I'm always jealous of Havasu, but just playing around on the internet here, make sure to go to Havasu 95 Speedway if you're in town. This weekend they got street stocks, 602 modifieds, legends, factory stocks, and vintage stock cars. So shameless free plug, Havasu 95 Speedway.
Yeah, absolutely. And Viking and I've been out there several times. I try and get out whenever I'm home. Super reasonable concessions, super reasonable. I mean, VIP tickets, VIP seating's like $25.
And you're in the middle of a park. You can play
Yeah, it's
softball if you wanted to right after.
beautiful area and nice little speedway and great racing. Always a good time for sure. I love Havasu 95 Speedway, and that is, as Cole said, completely unsolicited opinion plug. What else you got? We got any desert racing coming up?
There's all sorts of desert racing. I just haven't been able to go to any of it. Mint 400's coming up.
Oh yeah,
Young Jake Young has a race this weekend that I'm on the fence about. So, if I'm wined and dined, maybe I'll go out there. And shout out to his older brother Jesse, who's following the full desert series. And dude, he's 4 for 4. He's already 4 rounds in, halfway
wow.
or 2 months in. So go get him,
He's
Tiger.
yeah, great. How's he doing?
Improving. So
Good,
we gotta finish.
great.
Gotta finish this weekend. So
Uh, That's a big step,
that helps.
you
Yeah.
know. As the old adage says, man, finish first. First, you got to finish. Once you do learn how to finish, that's when people start getting scared
Yeah.
for sure.
I like
So,
it. But yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
all I got going on right now. So
awesome. Well, I've hit up my schedule, so I think we're ready. Do the speech.
make sure to rate, review, subscribe on your favorite streaming platform.
So good.
Thanks, man. I was losing at
That's
the end, but we hung in there.
so smooth. Dude, you got it. And as Scotty Dubler would say over at Off the Groove podcast, smash that like button. Hey, and by the way, to all our great fans, please continue to leave reviews. We love those. I don't care if it's a bad one. If it's a bad one, I guess you could keep it to yourself or I can delete it. It's your choice. Um, but be sure and leave the good ones because we love those.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Algorithm driven algorithm.
Be sure and check out our website, MAddOG'SGarage.com, and our YouTube channel for all the videos of every podcast. We're still catching up on some of the older ones. But you can find us on our YouTube channel at Mad Dogs After AFTR Show Podcast. And all of you that have been tuning in and watching the videos, man, thank you so much. The numbers are skyrocketing. It's going crazy, and we just appreciate it so much. And I know all our sponsors and partners appreciate it. And I forgot to do the Bomber Eyewear checkout code, which is MADDOG20. That's right, Mad Dog 20. Let them know we sent you, save you some bucks. With that, Cole, anything else?
Um, stay safe out there and remind them to add more sand.
I will indeed. And I'm sure they'll listen. And with that, God bless our troops. God bless our veterans. God bless our first responders. God bless America. God bless you, our fans. Mad Dog out.